Hello, friends. Welcome to Calm Studio Gentle Yoga Online. My name is Melissa. Let's get started with our 30-minute practice today, approximately. We'll see what happens. Okay, so here we are in October. We're going to do a 30-minute practice today. I have my chair, so I'm going to start standing today. And oftentimes when I start standing or I'm doing a shorter practice, I like to have my chair. I might do some downward dogs on the chair. I just came back from my walk and I love to exercise first thing in the morning on those mornings that I can. I love to do a combination of yoga and walking or yoga and swimming or biking. And I'm going to start with Arise oil today. So it's a great oil first thing in the morning, just as it sounds. One of the Yoga Collection oils, still working with those because I love them. Oh, smells really good, citrusy, little tiny bit of woodsy in there, so it's nice for fall. And then just come to a standing position. Let's take Tadasana, and let's take a moment to ground down. If you wish, you could connect the thumb and the first finger in Yoga Mudra, just kind of balancing the energy. And just take a moment to, come into this space, come into your yoga practice, come into a few moments to take care of yourself. And breathe as you just kind of check in with the body. And then release the mudra, let the arms relax down by the sides, and inhale as you stretch the arms up. Exhale all the way down. Let's take that again. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time, inhale up, palms together. Exhale down. Reverse, inhale up. Exhale down. Now we'll take that one more time. Inhale up, palms together, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down. Back to Tadasana. And then just easy turn of the head to the right. Easy turn of the head to the left. Bring the head back center, roll the shoulders. And then inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale out to the sides, come all the way down over the legs. Take a couple breaths as you hang over. It's okay for the knees to be soft. Take the hands to the shins, lift the chest, look out in front. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the side, coming all the way up, palms together. And exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Relax the arms down by the sides. Take a breath in Tadasana. We're going to take a little mini flow again. We'll use downward dog this time, so I am going to use the chair. If you want to use the floor, you can. So come into Tadasana at the end of your mat. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, reach out to the sides, come all the way down. Take a breath. Take the hands to the shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, over. You can plant the hands on the floor, or you can plant the hands on the chair and step back to your downward facing dog. Try lining the outside edges of your feet with the outside edges of the mat. That will ensure that the feet are parallel and they're a good distance apart. And breathe here. And then walk the feet forward. Hang over the legs. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Palms together, feet together, easy back bend, and then exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Relax the arms down by the sides, come back into Tadasana. From here, I'm going to take a moment just to stretch the hips a little bit. So you can either lie down on the mat and take the figure four, the ankle on the knee, or you can sit in the chair and do the ankle on the knee. And just take a little hip stretch here. Just taking a moment to loosen up the hips. If this doesn't work for you, you can also cross the leg all the way over and stretch forward that way. Or maybe you just sit upright and just press down. So it might not work for you to bring your body forward. Maybe you don't have that flexibility. Maybe just work on stretching here. Do what feels right for you because it's your yoga practice. And you might notice that one side is tighter than the other. And then release out of that. If you're on the floor, then roll over onto your hands and knees. If you're using the chair, put your hands on the chair, and we're going to take a couple of cat-cows. So either on hands and knees or standing hands on the chair. Let the belly drop and the head lift. Inhale and cow. And then let the back round and tuck the chin. Exhale and catch. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. You can take this a couple more times at your own pace. And if you're on the mat, step back to downward facing dog. If you're in the chair, step back to downward facing dog and breathe. And then walk the feet forward, hang over the legs. Stretch the arms up to the side, coming all the way up over the head, palms together, feet together, easy back bend, and draw the hands down to the heart. Relax the arms down by the sides and take a breath in Tadasana. Okay, I'm going to move on to tree pose. If you need something to hold on to, it's always good to have a chair or wall if you feel like you need it for balance. So let's take chair pose. Let's take tree pose. And you can either start, by holding on and having one hand at the heart or palms together at the heart. And then lifting the right foot. You can connect it to the left leg. Kickstand position, calf, inner thigh, or cross the leg over, which always feels good to me. And breathe. And then see if you can bring the arms out to the sides. And then see if you can bring the right knee out to the side. Bring it back in front. Bring the palms together over the head. And then bring the hands down, release the foot down. Take a little bend in the knees. Same thing on the other side, lifting the left heel. Find your tree pose. Arms out to the sides. Knee out to the side. Arms over the head, knee in front. Hands down to the heart, foot down, easy bend. Just take it one more time, each side. Okay, so find your drishti, your focal point. Make sure your core is engaged. Lifting the right foot, find tree pose. Arms out to the side. Knee out to the side. And you can always touch the foot down here if you want. Arms over the head, knee in front. Palms together, foot down, all the way down to the heart. Right, so you can always go to this position if you don't want to lift your foot off the floor. Same thing on the other side. Lifting the left foot, tree pose. Arms out. Knee out. Knee in front, arms up. Palms together, foot down, hands down, little bend in the knees. Okay, come back to Tadasana and take a breath. Let's move into warrior series. So stand with the feet wide apart. Okay, nice and wide. Turn both feet to the right. Take a bend in the right knee. Find warrior two. Checking in with the knee, making sure it's in proper alignment. Make sure that left hip is opening up. Keeping the legs exactly as they are. Reverse the warrior. Keeping the left leg where it is, straightening the right leg. Reverse triangle. Coming back center, keep the legs straight, turn both feet out, both heels in, stretch the arms open wide, 5-point star, good deep breath. Relax the arms down, turn the feet parallel, hold on to the elbows and hang. Take the hands to the thighs, press the chest out, come all the way back up. Maybe take the feet a little wider and turn both feet to the left. Okay, so the right toes are sort of 45 degrees, the left toes directly forward. Find warrior two. So make sure you're not leaning forward. That's a tendency a lot of people have. So make sure that you're maybe reaching back a little bit, and that'll actually bring you center. Shoulders are soft. Keeping the legs exactly as they are. Reverse your warrior. Right arm drops down, left arm stretches over. Maybe that right hand reaches down a little bit more, maybe, maybe not. And then straightening the left leg, reverse reverse triangle. And come back center, relax the arms down. Heels in, toes out, 5-point star. Feet parallel, hold on to elbows and hang over the legs. Let it all go. Take the hands to the thighs, press the chest out, come all the way back up. And heel toe the feet in or just step in and take an easy side stretch. So right arm stretches up over to the left side and just switch back and forth a couple of times. And then come back to Tadasana. Okay, let's come down to the mat. And let's come to single leg forward fold. We're going to stretch the right leg down straight and drop the left knee out to the side. So first thing that I want you to do is don't think so much about the right leg, but shift your body. So if I'm facing this way, just so maybe you have a little bit better view, instead of stretching over this right leg first, I'm going to just take an easy stretch to the middle. So I might put one hand on the right leg, one hand past the left knee, and just easy stretch forward. And if you don't have a lot of flexibility here, that's okay. Just take a breath. And then switch the arms around. So left hand is going to come outside of right knee. So we're taking a twist here. And then coming back center, right hand outside right hip, take the side stretch. And then coming back, take both hands on the right leg, slide down, just going as far as feels comfortable. Whatever that means for you, maybe you're not warmed up. Maybe you haven't gone for a walk today, doesn't matter. Wherever you are, let's take 3 breaths. And then slide the hands up the leg. Bring the soles of the feet together. I'm just going to turn back this way. You can stay where you are. And then easy stretch forward over those legs. You can let the head hang if you want. Good deep breath. You can bring the hands out in front if you want, or just work on pressing the knees down. And then coming all the way back up, stretch the left leg out straight. We'll take the same sequence on the other side. So left hand on left leg somewhere, right hand near the right knee somewhere, and just pressing forward with the chest. It will help if you pull the toes on the left foot towards you. And then coming back up, right hand outside left knee, left hand back behind, take the twist. And then left hand outside of left hip, right arm stretches up and over. And coming back up, slide the hands down the left leg. And breathe. 3 breaths. And slide the hands back up. Stretch both legs down straight. Take a moment to flex and point. And circle. And then we're going to roll onto the stomach. So coming all the way down, make a pillow for the head with the hands. And just good deep breath into the lower back. One more breath. And then bring the legs close together. We're going to take Cobra. Cobra doesn't work for you. You can take Sphinx pose. Hands outside the chest. Baby Cobra. Forehead draws away from the floor. Little or no weight on the hands and breathe. So even if you can take a higher Cobra, it's always good to start with Baby Cobra and just kind of warm the back up. Get a little blood flow into the lower back. And then release all the way down. Maybe resting the head on the hands or relaxing the arms down by the sides. Let everything go. Good deep breath. Let's take Cobra one more time. So this time, if you're warmed up and you feel like it's working for you, then you can take Cobra a little higher. I always kind of like to ease into that. And then release all the way down. And press back to child's pose. You can rock, or you can just hold child's pose. And then you can walk the hands in. Now, if you're very tight here, you might want to grab a pillow at this point or a blanket and put it on the back of your legs. We're just going to bring the legs, the knees next to each other and work to sit back on the heels. So a very good stretch for the front thighs. But for some people, it doesn't work. So I can hold it for a little bit. I can't hold it too long. I feel some pressure on my right knee. So sometimes I do put a pillow back there. So which is better, right? To try to grimace, grimace through it, or put the pillow there. And now I can hold the pose in a nice relaxed fashion and just breathe. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're going to rise up onto the heels, onto the knees, I'm sorry, and lie down on the mat on the back. Maybe I'll lie this way. So from here, let's take an inversion. We'll take a brief inversion. How am I doing for time? Okay, so let's move towards finding a comfortable position and take Shavasana. So I'm going to take Shavasana with my legs on the chair. So I'm kind of combining my Shavasana and my inversion at the same time. So what I'm going to do, if you're going to take an inversion and combine it with your Shavasana, feel free, but let's take a twist first. just to keep that balanced. We usually take it afterwards, but let's take the twist first, just so we make sure that every pose has its counter pose. So bring both knees into the chest. There is, I know it's sometimes it seems random, but there is, certain poses that go with other poses in yoga. So let's drop both knees over to the right. And head can look to the left arm can reach away. Think about that left shoulder kind of melting into the floor. Feels so good. And then knees back center and drop both knees over to the left. Head's going to look to the right. And then come back center. Give your knees a nice hug. If you want to rock a little bit or circle the knees, or maybe take happy baby pose. And maybe happy baby pose will be your inversion. What I will say is you can move from your inversion to Shavasana if you wish. So if you want to do legs up the wall for a minute or 2 minutes, or happy baby pose for a minute or 2 minutes, and then join in Shavasana, that's perfectly fine. The Shavasana is going to be very brief because it's a briefer session today. So I'm gonna rest my legs on the chair, I'm gonna take a relaxed Shavasana here. It's nice to get as close to the chair as you can. So that I'm gonna use my pillow, I'm gonna relax my arms down by my sides. So either moving into an inversion, and I'd say maybe a gentler inversion. So maybe today's not the best day to do shoulder stand or headstand. Or even supported shoulder stand with the block. But it's up to you. It's your yoga practice. If you really want to do that, feel free. So the next couple of moments will just be silent as you kind of relax into your inversion. If you do have your legs on a chair or on a couch, or maybe you just want to go to legs resting on the floor. Wherever it is, try to relax there as much as possible, legs up the wall, and breathe. Think about letting go. Wherever you are, just take a couple of good deep breaths. Feel your physical body. You want to move your hands or your feet a little bit. If you're still in an inversion, then think about, kind of rolling out of your inversion. If you're lying on the floor in Shavasana, then maybe just rolling over onto one side. Left side is more calming, right side is more energizing. Do whatever works for you. Take a breath. And then slowly bring yourself back to a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Feel your spine lengthen. Feel your shoulders soften, your heart open. And bringing palms together at heart center. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. It is with deep gratitude that I practice with you today. Namaste. And you can open your eyes as you feel ready. Thank you for joining me for this quick yoga session today. Anytime you can get yoga in, it's really good. It can be really powerful, really helpful.